Now I'm going to start with some of the videos. I teach 4 what I call fundamental behaviours, and within those behaviours it teaches you and your horse basically the kind of everything you need, the basics. So it teaches your horse first of all what the clicker means, because at the moment that's a meaningless noise to your horse. In fact, it might be scary. Some horses are a bit anxious of the clicker, but it's, you know, at worst scary and at best meaningless. So we have to teach them first of all that the clicker means yes, that's it, you've done the right thing, brilliant. And for that we use targeting. You have to teach them how to be polite around treats, because a lot of them kind of lose the focus of the behaviour that you're asking for and start pushing. So we build that right in at the beginning, and that's the second behaviour you'll see, which is called manners. We then also teach head down and back up. Now they're just kind of basics for being able to calm a horse down and move it out of his space, and I'll talk about those a little bit more when we get there. But by teaching these behaviours, using this system, is you learn how to take a behaviour from non-existence. So if your horse constantly pushes over the top of you and you think, how on earth am I going to get it to move backwards, you know, using this clicker thing, it teaches you how to take it, set it up so that your horse offers the behaviour, take it from non-existent, refine it to where you want it. So that comes back to rewarding the backup that's soft, that's light, where the head's down, that it's 2 time, and then putting that on a cue so that you get it whenever you ask for it and only when you ask for it. It's no good having a horse that backs up when you're asking for them to go forwards, for example. You will have to get the behaviours under control, so that's that you get them every time you ask for them and only when you ask for them. And then phasing out the click, which is the other thing that people get hung up on, is that you have to click all the time. When you're training a behaviour, you click a lot, but as the behaviour's learnt, you start to phase out the click so that you can click less and less. So all of that's basically built into these 4 fundamentals, so that you and your horse understand the clicker, can work with treats politely and easily, and that you can take a behaviour from basically start to finish and have it on a solid, consistent cue. So this is targeting, the first behaviour we teach. So you teach the horse to touch an object with their nose. And at the moment, the only cue that you give is that you hold it out. Most horses do tend to look at it or are generally curious about it, so it's quite easy. And then you start to build up a little bit. Here was a demo in Durham last summer, which I know some of you were at. And this is India. She was 4 when this was shot, and you can see she knows targeting really well. You put it onto a touch cue. So you hold something out, and if you say touch, that means put your nose on it. And you can start to get them to move around. You can use it for leading, you can use it for backing up, you can use it for starting to lower their head if you want to start to calm them down or just stretch their back. They're quite good for if you've got a horse that's a bit too grabby, we're using carrot stretches, then they're quite useful that you can ask them to touch the target instead of grab the carrot. And this is just one of my clients doing it as well. Now we worked a lot on him because he was pushing forwards the whole time. So this video just shows that we used the targeting only to train him to stand still and not come forwards and to wait politely to get his treat, because he was very much on top of her. So you can start to build in some of the basics around having an easy horse to handle and train, even just using the targeting.